A major component of the government's plan to revitalize the economy of Grand Bahama realized today.
Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Perry Christie, receives the official report from the Hawksbill Creek Agreement Revision Committee. As you may know, certain concessions under that agreement expire next month. It was back in March when Prime Minister Christie established the committee to look into the age-old agreements between the government of the Bahamas and the Grand Bahama Port Authority, with a major focus on objective in mind. Clint Watson tonight has the story.
It could very well be the missing link that successive governments have ignored in their quest to lift the city of Freeport and by extension the island of Grand Bahama out of years of economic recession and hard times. On Monday, the document designed to strategically explore ways to help Grand Bahamians was presented to the nation's leader from a committee established 12 weeks ago. Head of the Hawksbill Creek Agreement Revision Committee and former cabinet minister under the first Christie administration, Dr. Marcus Bethel, calls it historic.
We're happy to present this report, recognizing that the government of the Bahamas, the policymakers, have requested this report as recommendations that they must undertake in creating policy as it relates to the forward movement of Freeport and Grand Bahama. And I think it's not only historic, but will be transformative for the Freeport and the island of Grand Bahama.
The Hawksbill Creek Agreement allows residents or licensees in the port area exemption from certain taxes, namely on business license fees and real property tax. However, parts of this agreement expire in August. Prime Minister Christie says his cabinet will review the recommendations without haste and must make a decision on the way forward as time is of the essence.
The time for the expiration of the privileges arising out of the taxation and business license exemptions will have ended, and therefore our decision is required to be able to have in place whatever regime that will be put in place to extend or otherwise.
It's been said that for too long, the Hawksbill Creek Agreement, which is the blueprint for the mandate of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, has in many ways impeded growth and intervention by government for Grand Bahama residents. Revising this agreement is and has been priority for the Christie administration. Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Obi Wolscombe, criticized the Hawksbill Creek Agreement's impact on Grand Bahama during his 2014 budget contribution, indicating that since the agreement was signed, it has seemingly crippled development in other parts of that island. Minister for Grand Bahama, Dr. Michael Darville's prediction of extended concessions for East and West Grand Bahama in his 2014 budget contribution have already been realized. Darville said the move will encourage entrepreneurship in the areas while allowing existing businesses to expand.
Now, of course, that important meeting will take place on Tuesday afternoon at the Cabinet Office between cabinet ministers and the committee. Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.